Welcome back. Here we are once again, all together. How's it going, everyone? It's a Monday. It's another stream. You know, I've already put everything out on Twitter that we're gonna be up and going right now. I think I look very fit and muscular in this shirt. It fits me very well. My man breastises are on display. But welcome. So, what are we doing tonight? Some people might be asking whether you're watching tonight live or you're going to be watching later on, because I keep my live streams up unless there's something crazy or horrible that ever happens. So you might be asking, what's going on? Well, I figured tonight we're going to sit down and have ourselves a nice conversation about politics and religion and really make things uncomfortable, which I never want to do. So we're not going to do that. Before we get into things, fun little thing. I'm one of those fellows who, as you'll see in a moment, I went and got a backdrop light. So, yeah, I can, as you can see, you can change the colors in the back. So I think maybe I'm just going to theme, videos or streams based on what we're playing with the lights. If I make, a locust video, I'll just go, bam, there we go. If I want to make anything like what we're going to talk about tonight, if you saw the thumbnail, there we go for yellow, which I think this looks green, but apparently it's yellow. I think this looks more yellowish, but we'll stick with that. So yeah, we're just about set to go. I'm just updating some stuff quick. Oh, we don't need to watch Ordinary Sausage. Just updating something on the good old, on my good old stuff here. So I already put out that we're going live. I just want to update one last thing quick, just so that this will be easier for people to find. Yeah, it's tonight's going to be a very interesting episode, I will tell you what. It's going to be an interesting stream. I don't know how I feel about it, because I have not done this, what we're going to be jumping into and playing, since I was, in 13, around that. So this is back during the Flash days. This isn't Flash anymore, though. But it feels like it to me. That's the problem. It feels a lot like that. So yeah, let me just update some things quick. Yeah, I've also been wondering if anyone saw those up, and I bring it up a lot. I have brought up a lot. The video I did on creativity, or some of the stuff I talk about. This is something I might cover in a, I don't know, off the cuff. I feel it definitely warrants it. I feel it definitely has the ability to be a part of an off the cuff, most definitely. And for anyone who doesn't know what we're going to be playing tonight, boy, do I have news for you. It's going to be an interesting one. As far as I'm aware, I think it's a little bit more cleaned up than it used to be, so I don't need to worry about a lot of stuff. So let's see. Let's put that up here. Let's do... I think that's all I'm going to put in here for tags. I don't really know what else I can put in here, really. Gaming. Is it going to pop up even? Well, if that's... Let's click it. It is. It's Habbo Hotel. I just can't believe we're actually going to do this. This is a game out of my childhood, but I also didn't think, hey, wait a minute. I don't want this under auto vehicles. No way. Habbo Hideaway. No, I want... if it just goes by Habbo as of 2000, sure, we're doing that. Alright, well, let's save that. Interesting stream tonight. Interesting stream. Captain Hawk, how's it going? How is it going, my man? I'm happy you're here. Hey-o. Hey, how's it going? So, you're actually in time, because you've been commenting on what we're going to talk about next, and I've got some choice words for you, Captain. I don't really. It's actually something I laugh about. So, before we jump into doing just some quick stuff, just a heads up too, we're going to go over the RAAM Tournament of Power. We have some new people that have made it in. We also have coming up, we're just going to talk quick about a few things involving the game we're playing tonight. We're going to play the game. It is going to be a shorter stream. Expect this to be only maybe 40 minutes tops. Long story short, my dog is very sick right now. Not horrible, death-defying sick, just, there's a lot coming out both ends. She's not doing the best, health-wise for being healthy or sick. She's not dying. There's nothing horrible. She doesn't have a horrible disease, virus, cancer, none of that. She just, she needs some TLC for the night. So I'm going to finish this up, and I'm going to go be with my dog and get her a bit more healthy. So, yeah, we're going to be doing that tonight. Yeah, so Captain, buckle in because you get to see who's made it and what the percentages are looking like in the Tournament of Power right now, which I think you already know. Maybe I think it shows up for other people. It should. But yeah, let's go over what we have for the votes so far. So starting off, we have 3 people from last week that have currently also made it in. I hope your pupper feels better soon. I do too. Like, she's very scared because, like, she's throwing up a lot and having some stuff come out the other end. I'm not going to get into the gory details, but she must have eaten something that didn't agree with her, and while we were gone at work and we had her in her kennel, she relieved herself. And this is going to get ghastly for a moment. I apologize. She decided to digest and eat that, and her body is not taking it well. She is currently just everything is leaving her body. She's shaking and freaking out. She went to hide in the closet. I lost her for a while, so I had to find her, but I did. She's okay. Anyway, I'm getting off track. She is doing well. Her body just needs to be cleansed out a little bit and just watched. She's already gotten a bath. She's taken care of. She just, we got some pumpkin to help alleviate her stomach a little. Anyway, we have 3 new members to the RAAM Tournament of Power that one of them I'm happy with. The other one, he got a random vote. And the last one, the poor baby. I agree. I love her so much. Like, she's a part of the family. I hate it when my family's hurt. But anyway, and one other person made it in to the RAAM Tournament of Power. I shouldn't be surprised, but I am surprised on how many votes. Okay. Disclaimer before we begin the Tournament of Power and get into everything else. Disclaimer. Do I think in an actual one-on-one fight, the 2 characters are like, this is the beginning to a UFC match, and they're facing each other, bump fists, and then go to their respective corners to go and beat the hell out of each other? Do I think any of these people, full power RAAM with his krill, are actually going to defeat him? I personally don't believe so. I'm leaving up the community and this tournament to see how it goes. Round 1 is looking very interesting. So, again, even though I have some characters here that are like my favorites, I don't specifically think anyone can win. But I am interested to see what the community thinks. And I will tell you what right now. The community did not let me down this week. Starting off, the first person that made it in, my favorite character, and oh my goodness, I'm happy it came out this way. Dizzy Wallen is currently sitting at a 42% chance he would defeat RAAM in a one-on-one fight. I have to tell you right now, ladies and gents, that, it baffles me and amazes me that that's where people put Dizzy, but it makes me so happy because I love Dizzy, and Dizzy is my favorite character, and the fact that we have 42% of the votes rockin' Dizzy makes me the happiest Boy Scout in the gosh darn world right now. Oh my gosh. And I remember you brought up, Hawk, if Dizzy and Ty were like 2-manning him, they might have a shot. So here's the thing. I don't know. Because you could say, well, Dom and Marcus. That's true. Clay's my favorite character. Clay's in my top 3. I think Clay is actually my second favorite. And Clay holds a 71% chance right now that he would defeat RAAM. Which, to be fair, if you're going to name any Carmine, aside from Will, Clay's easily got the best shot. No doubt. Could he win in a one-on-one with RAAM? That's the thing. I still say no, but the community's saying 71%, and I'm not going to argue that. This is a community-based poll. This is not by fact. If this was a fact video, I would have already made the video 3 months ago and said no one wins. This is a community little science experiment we're doing, ladies and gents. I'm happy to see how it's looking right now. But yeah, we got a 71 by Clay. Dizzy rocks in with 42%. Dizzy, up until yesterday, had the second highest votes on who could win a one-on-one with RAAM. Second highest. Now, like I said again, this is a one-on-one. If it was a 2-person, could Clay and Ty do it? I don't really know. Could they defeat Scourge? That's another question, because after Scourge came out to fight, Dizzy was like, I'll hold him off, and out came Ty to fight. It's stated in the books, after that happened and Dom and Ty was there, Dom and Marcus left, what happened next by what Dizzy said is, Ty told Dizzy to leave, and Dizzy left. Not because Dizzy was just like, oh, this is my chance to leave. No, Dizzy wasn't really feeling like a coward. He felt like one, but he wasn't doing the cowardice thing. Ty said, I've got this, go. I'll handle this. We learned later on Ty did not have the situation. He lived, but he lost. If it was both of them, I don't know how it would go. I really don't. If Ty and Dizzy were together in a 2-on-1, I honestly don't know. Now against RAAM, that's a little different, but Scourge, that's a 50-50. Give him a Mark II Lancer and Clay beats RAAM. That's the thing. Like, we've seen that RAAM's able to, like, tank just with his hands a Lancer. But also Clay is a decorated soldier. If we even take most peak Clay, that would be current Clay. Like, he has sergeant ranking. He's still, like, he's getting tired and older, but he's still, like, doing really well for his age. That's the thing. Clay could probably, like, he's probably got the muscle. He could start the hit off strong enough. He could probably cause some damage. Because with what we saw with Kim, he went in a 2-arm swing, and it was stopped by RAAM. But I think we can all agree, Clay is stronger, definitely, Clay is stronger, no matter what, than Kim. I'm sorry, but he is. Clay is probably physically stronger than 99% of all the characters in the story. The only characters that might be stronger would be like Cole, because Cole was trained to be strong because of Thrashball. And also once he got on the diet and the regiment of the Cog, he got even bigger. Ty is also a contender because Ty was like very lean. He's at least drawing blood. Oh, most definitely. No question. If this was a one-on-one fight, first off, I base round 1. These are all the characters in my mind who survive if RAAM steps out. There's all of these, let's say 1,000 soldiers, and he's like, Krillstorm. These are the characters so far that at least found cover and survived the Krillstorm. Round 1 is who survives Krill. Period. Now, of course, when they go into a one-on-one fight, RAAM's going to have his Krill. He's going to have his knife. He's going to have his big old portable troika he's got. He's going to be full health, everything. But this first round is just him standing there. Kill him. These are the characters that have lived. In my mind, that's how round 1 is based. Round 2 is really based on who can get near him and actually make him like, you get past the troika rounds and he's got to pull the knife out. That's round 2. Round 3 is, okay, who's actually going to, not just get killed by the knife, period. And round 4 is, okay, give him back everything, give him all of his weapons, here we go. Round 3 is going to decide what actual probability they have in a fight, and then we'll base their story fight around it. That's what it's sitting at. But yeah, Clay, most definitely he's going to hurt the SOB. Most definitely Clay. Clay at the worst. He's going to go in there when the knife comes out. Clay's not even going to take a knife. He's going to take his fist and just ram it right into RAAM. No matter what. I know Clay would do that. So, Clay's going to be... Clay, I could easily see making it to the finals. Very definite. Now, Dizzy and some of the others, I'm not sure. I'm not seeing Paddock on the list. Paddock has not made it into the rounds yet. He's not made it into the votes. I'm working on, so how it's going, and I'll make it quick because we'll go over this and we'll talk about the game we're doing tonight. How I'm basing it off of is we're getting all of the characters that have no, they've never been physically shown in the comics or games. They're getting voted in, the rules are, as long as they have actually had, a small bit of backstory, so anyone, in Judgment who's on the Wall of Remembrance, they're not going to be in here because those are just random names. That could literally be a soldier who was enlisted for 3 seconds into the military and got killed. So we're not going to put them in here because that just seems unfair since we know nothing of them. So characters that actually have a background will be in. It has to be characters that are combat excessive or have fought or have trained with weapons. So scientists at New Hope, scientists that were over during Operation Operation Leveler, they're not going to be in this. Azura, they're not going to be in this. So it's going to be actual people who are trained to fight or have fought will be in this. For instance, Ashman is here because it's shown that Ashman can set up traps. Ashman is able to, worst case, he can kill someone. So Ashman's on the list, and he got voted, so yay. Anyone who's had a comic appearance that is a soldier, they make it in. And anyone who is in the games that has fought will be in. Now, I'm trying to get the smaller names kind of taken care of here and there, and very now and then, with Dizzy, one of the other characters coming up. they will be voted in now and then. I don't want to get all the heavy hitters out first and then just have it dwindle for the rest of the tournament with, oh hey, let's see what Reeve is doing. Reeve was in Marcus's cell block and he was supposed to watch him. You know, so Paddock is coming up. I just haven't had a chance to put Paddock in his poll yet. I'm trying to base all the polls off of something like Dizzy was a lot of people that were either stranded or outsiders or something like that. So Dizzy fit in with that poll. Nassar Embry, I can't think of anyone that can stack up with him, so he had to be in his own little one-on-one, but he still made it, so technically he's in round 2. But yeah, Richard Prescott with a bunch of other leaders of the COG or people with high standing. Paddock will probably either be with, if we have any other UIR characters brought up that I could put in here, or I will put him with, you know, the worst part is that I'd put him in Kilo, but the only characters in Kilo that I have not put up yet are, in fact, Baird and Cole. And I'm not going to put them up right away or else we lose half of Delta. So, I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to focus that one either because Delta was split into Delta 1 and Delta 2 and 3. So, we'll have to see how it goes. But yes, Paddock is coming up and Paddock will be making his way into the poll. I just haven't found the right place to put him yet. Because I want everyone to have a shot and at least make sense with who's going against them in a group. Because I could put Paddock in a group with like 2 random no-namers, and Paddock's probably going to get a good amount of votes because no one knows who the other 2 are. You know, if I'm going to put him with other people, I'd at least like make it UIR themed, or like with the girls, I made the Femme Fatale poll. Like that's how like Alex Brand got in here. She was a part of, no, Alex was a part of the Femme Fatale voting. Anyway, continuing on, because like I said, it's a shorter stream tonight. Continuing on. Hope you're ready for these 2. Jossie Tack's dad. Okay, whatevs. And then Jack. We'll get to Jossie Tack's dad. Let's get him out of the way first. Jossie Tack, you know, or Jossie, as you want to say. He's the pilot for the Hive Busters. He was also one of the survivors of Stranded. He was pretty much a nomad during the Locust War. He went around with the Tack family. He got a vote. So he's at 5% right now. He has the lowest vote of anyone that's made it to round 2. But guess what? He made it, so you can't argue too much. He is making it on to the next one. And Jack. Let's talk about Jack for a moment. Okay. And Hawk, I saw your comment for him. I haven't responded. I'm sorry. I will soon. Jack. Jack. Okay. I will say this. If there's any Jackbot that I see making it to the finals, it is Jack. Jack will probably make it further than any other Jackbot that's actually on here. He'll make it further than Baz, Frank, Dave, Bruce. He'll go further. I know he will. Jack has a 50% vote. He is 50-50 with RAAM. Think about this. The highest 3 that have the best chance of defeating RAAM in a one-on-one fight are Clay, then Jack, and then Dizzy. Now, those are some main name characters we have there. But a Jackbot has a better shot than Nassar Embry. He's got a better shot than Aaron Griffin. He's got a better shot than Victor Hoffman. He's got a better shot than Bernie Mataki. He's got a better shot than Ty. He's got a better shot than Ty. Think about that for a moment. He's got a better shot, I kid you not, than, like, let me see another big one I haven't named yet. He's got a bigger shot than William Carmine, who is a seasoned vet and the oldest Carmine we've ever seen. That's a winning team. That's a really good team. If you put those 3 against RAAM, I won't lie to you. Put him in the same situation that you had Marcus in, and upgraded Jackbot to the level we have, because it is confirmed the Jackbot from the past and the current Jackbot are the same Jack. If you put current Jackbot fighting RAAM, he's gonna start messing around with RAAM. Like, he could probably find a way to get rid of the Krill. Won't lie to you. That would be interesting. That would be a very interesting team right there. Now, could Jack by himself defeat RAAM? That's a really, really hard sell. Like, it's not that I don't think he could. Like, if he got high enough votes throughout everything, I could give him the invisibility camouflaging trick that'll start off his fight with RAAM if he made it to the finals. Like, round 4 is the finals. If he actually made it there with high enough votes, I would give it to him. So RAAM could honestly be ambushed by Jack. But Jack's ability to control, like, we know that RAAM can control the Krill, and it's kind of shown, like, sort of on a mental state, kind of. Like, it's not like he trained them all as pets. So I want to believe that, like, if Jack got control of RAAM, RAAM could still kind of like side eye or kind of somehow get the Krill to like, while you're controlling me, my Krill are going to attack you. I could see that happening. Jack does have some offensive capabilities, but is it enough to actually take down RAAM? I'm not one to argue because, again, this is all community-based. This is not a poll of just like, yeah, I'm going to prove all of your theories wrong by the end of this. No, it's nothing like that. This is an honest tournament, and this is like the unofficial who would win. You know, that's what this is. I don't know, man. Jack, again, I don't want to be an argumentative a-hole. I'm not trying for that. I don't see Jack in a one-on-one actually winning. If RAAM knows Jack is there and has his Krill with him, I don't see it happening. Now, is he going to damage RAAM? Oh, most certainly. Most certainly. Jack is going to pull out his bag of tricks, and he's going to get RAAM, and he's going to smack him around a little bit. RAAM will get pissy, send out the Krill. Because I don't know anything Jack could do that would take out the Krill. Like, Jack is not fast enough to take out, like, okay, I'm going to take out the Krill, then I can get control of him, and then, like, I don't know, make him jump off a cliff to his death. I don't think Jack would be quick enough. RAAM is a very fast character for his size. So, it's a hard sell, but this is community-based. We could make up a story of, like, yeah, Jack got some upgrades from Baird, and he was like, pew, 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 pew. We could do that. We could find a way. If he makes it to the finals and wins his fight, yeah, I'll give him the W. But if you want my honest opinion for, like, a real one-on-one, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, that's everyone who made it to the end. That was our tournament of what we're up to with week, I don't know, we're up to, like, week 20 to 30, around that. So, I will tell you this. We are getting pretty far. We just finished up with everything that's in, like, the M's. I think we're in the N's, and there's not a lot of characters' names that start with N. So we have, like, N, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. So we have, like, 13 letters left for, like, the no-name, or the no-photo ones. Actual people seen in the story, we're getting through a lot of them. And then here and there, I'm going to sprinkle in the main characters. The final poll will probably be having Marcus and Dom and some of Delta in it. Because I know everyone's waiting for that one. Everyone's waiting to pull out, just like, well, obviously Dom and Marcus win against RAAM because of everything that happened at the end of Ultimate and at the end of 1. Yes, he did die by the hands of Marcus and Dom. I'm agreeing. If Jack and Baird get to the last 2, they should be a tag team. Here's the thing. If they actually hold enough weight together that could beat him, like if their votes are high enough, if they make it to the last one, I will literally put in, like, okay, how is this going to be structured? Because if it's Baird and Jack, I think Baird could do it. Now, if it's Baird by himself, I don't think so. But I think as a tag team, because Baird made Jack, and Jack is very high-level technology, maybe Baird can make AIs now. So, honestly, he could probably do something with Jack. So, we're going to see how it plays out getting to the finals. And maybe we could do it. Because I'm not going to lie to you. I know a few characters that'll make it to the finals. Marcus will make it to the finals. Dom's going to make it to the finals. Baird will probably make it to the finals. I don't know if Cole will. I want to say yes, but I don't know. Clay will probably make it to the finals. And yeah, there's a few characters that would surprise me if they didn't. Like Alex, I could see it going either way. Alex could make it to the finals. And I would love to see that fight. That would be a great story I could weave together for that one. That would be amazing. Adam Phoenix, I would love if he made it. Baird is getting squashed by himself. Quite possibly. Quite possibly. Baird is getting squashed by himself. I won't lie to you. Baird's going to be a real interesting case. There's a lot of stories I can put around Baird for winning or losing. There's a lot. Because here's the thing. Once the finals are done, I'm going to actually make a video going over it all. Like, there will be an actual Gear Talk dedicated to it. This project has been so big, I kind of have to do it. Like, my goal was to make it for the 100th video, but then I'm like, well, this isn't going to be done. This is every character that obviously fits the criteria, but every character. That's so much work. This is 3 months in the making. I'm going on 4 months doing this. This is such a big project. This is huge. This is giant. And I'll tell you right now, like, if this goes well, like, this is all voting based. Like, the community is fully welcome to vote. I have no issue of bringing it, like, making, like, a pregame before the actual video and having, like, some of my other, like, creators, my buddies that are on YouTube in it, just, like, I don't know, like, bring in, like, have a live stream going, bring in, like, Daz, Binksy, the Unify crew, bring in like, who else? I could bring in Claneros. Claneros is pretty chill. He's pretty knowledgeable. Who else do I have that are very lore expertise? If I would get Abs on here, like me and Abs talk now and then, I don't mind grabbing Abs and be like, Abs, I need your opinion on some lore. Get on over in the live stream. I'd love to do it. Totally down for it. But yeah, this is where we sit, and let's jump into our next thing we're doing, because I have the yellow-ish lights on in the back. So, let me put this up on here. You know, it looks a little bit more yellow when I go full cam. It's not too bad. Let me pull up. Alright, give me 1 sec. We're pulling this up. Alright, that's everything I did here. We don't need to worry about that. Here we go. So, I got a question for everyone. Binksy is here, baby. Binks! Oh my goodness, Binks. Abs has to be on. I agree, Hawks. And here's the thing. I'm on talking terms with Abs. Me and Abs are chill. Like, when Abs first jumped on, like, me and him talked about a bunch of stuff. I'm in his Discord. Like, me and Abs are pretty cool. I don't mind getting him in here. And Binks, we were just talking about you, too. Binks, while you're here, by the way, I'm going to give you an update on how we're looking for the Tournament of Power before I go into what the game's going to be. So, here we go. The newest arrivals are here. Take that as you will. Dizzy and Jack are holding above a 30%. 42 and 50. Blows my mind. Tax Dad is on here too, which is also cool. But anyway, Binks, I was talking about like maybe one of these days, because I mentioned your name and I wouldn't mind having you on board for it. I just finished watching all his lore vids. They're very good. Like, here's the thing. Like, Abs takes his time to look into things. Like, the biggest thing I have an argument with, and I hate to throw around names, I brought this up. I don't like bringing it up too much because I don't want to cause drama. So here's the thing. The way Abs does his videos, I normally am not a big fan of, because you can tell it's very wiki-based. And there's no problem with that. The wiki has all the information. But there's some information that's not on the wiki, or you have to look up, like the books. There's not a lot of information from the books that are on the wiki. But I like how Abs does it. He's very personal with it. He takes his time. He puts his work into his videos. I love it. Yeah, I saw Dizzy with 50. Rigged. Here's the thing. I love Dizzy. I was so proud of this community for doing that. Proudest I've ever been is the community voting Dizzy in at that high of a percentage. Because I was already thinking maybe he'll get a vote in, maybe. 42% blew my mind. I loved it. You're saying rigged, Binks? Jack has a 50% chance. A 50-50 shot he beats RAAM in a one-on-one fight. You tell me how that makes sense. But anyway, I like how Abs does his videos because he's very personal with it. He's very thankful. He's very in tune with his community. I love that. It makes a lot of sense. That's how a content creator should be. Now, and again, I don't like throwing names. This is just my personal view on things, and I don't have any hatred towards this individual. Shadows. I'm not a big fan of how Shadows does his videos. It's very apparent he lets time do the work for him. He doesn't, how do I put it? There's stalling for time, and then there's just throwing filler at you and then giving you 30 seconds of the video you're promised. And then, here, okay, I'm done. Here, take that. I don't need to do anything else. That's how I see the video being done. For instance, and again, I'm not trying to do this. I don't want any beef with Shadows. I think he looks like a nice guy. Don't want to deal with, like, YouTube drama between two Gears of War YouTubers. Oh, look, he's going against the biggest Gears YouTuber. No, like, I'm not aiming for that. Like, yeah, Shadows holds the title right now and the crown of, like, the king of Gears on YouTube. That's fine. You can be the king. I'm not going to try and go against you. I'm not going to cause drama. Disclaimer right now. That's all the disclaimer. But it's very apparent that Shadows likes to hear about himself. And there is a video he made talking about a very high-level streamer, I don't know his name or anything, where he's like, yeah, you know, I'm going to talk about how it was mentioned. I usually only watch Shadows for his multiplayer content, basically clickbait but extended. Exactly. Like, when it comes to his other stuff that's not gameplay content, I'm not the largest fan. And I'm not saying that as a mean thing. It's just not my style. But he was in the middle of an interview he was having. Not an interview, but he was talking. There was a big time streamer that was talking to chat, and it came up to Gears of War was being talked about. Gears of War was talked about, and Shadows was mentioned because, again, like, he responded to this guy's tweet online, and Shadows is seen as like the biggest one, and it's just like, oh yeah, the Shadows guy, you know, like he's putting 10 years into the Gears of War, and he's going to do 10 more, and the guy pretty much says like, hey, props to you, it takes a lot of it takes a lot of grit to really keep the grind going, but he says like, at some point you have to admit that Gears is not going to get you where you're aiming to be, what you want. Nick Merckx, yes, that's his name, Nick Merckx. So Nick Merckx is saying that, and Shadows responds in the video. Shadows comes on to talk about him. Again, this is like an 11-minute video. I don't remember. I can even look it up quick, but I don't, like I said, I'm not going to jump into this. I have no beef with the man. He proceeds to go on camera and talk about this like 3 times. The first time is just an introduction like, hey, you know, I was mentioned in Nick Merckx's video, in his stream. That's so cool. Fine. The second time, and these are only like maybe like 3 to 10 second little like things. The second time he comes on, he's like, okay, let's see what he has to say about me. The third time, not kidding you, and again, I am not trying to cause beef. I'm just saying I'm not a fan of this. Here, let me grab it. I will show you literally what he did. The Lancer. He puts on the cosplay garb for Gears. And he hears his name mentioned. It cuts back to him, and you see Shadows. That's me! Cut. That's it. So, and then the rest of like the 11 minutes of the video, I would say 10 and a half to 10 minutes of the entire video, so 90 to 95% of the video is just replaying this man's stream. No commentary added, nothing added except this man, Nick Merckx, doing all the work for this video. And I'm not okay with that. I just find it as like, so you're going to tell me that you get name dropped in this man's video. The man basically saying like, hey, you're doing good on the grind, which is all Shadows is really taking from this. But in the stream, he even says, you know, like, I had to leave Gears and I was more successful. Like, you're aiming to have big numbers and you're going to stick in the Gears community? Like, there's just no way. Which I have my own views on that, but here's the thing. It just seems to me, and again, I'm not trying to cause beef. I'm not trying to be the one stepping in like, I hate what Shadows is doing. Oh, he's such a poser. No. Shadows, do what you want. Have a good time doing it. You make decent content when you can. It seems nice. I'm not a fan of some of the styles you do. I wasn't a fan of this because it seemed really lazy to me. That's like the reaction channels. It is. Except the problem is that the reaction channels will stop the video now and then to say something. It's another when you have a full like 7 to 8 minute block of nothing but someone else doing your work. I could re-upload a Simpsons movie, and I could say for the first like 5 minutes of the movie, I'll jump in for 3 times every like 5 minutes and be like, whoa, we're watching the Simpsons movie. And 5 minutes later, huh, that's Homer for you. And back in, huh, I'm a male too. And then the entire movie goes on its own. That's basically what he did. Like, he stole the man's content, basically, is what I'm saying. Now, stolen is a heavy word. Okay, wait. I changed some things, so that might be fine there. Stolen's a heavy word, you know? Great, I'm not going to have time for the game today. We're just going to be talking about Gears. I'm fine with that. If you didn't know, being such a shorter stream today, I'm just ending at like 40 minutes because my dog got sick, so I'm just finishing up quick. Yeah, it's just farming views. I don't know. If you saw his Twitter after that, he keeps bringing it up 1,000 times. Exactly. Like, I'm not... Now, here's the thing. Also, after that, when Shadows got his account stolen from him and, like, someone hacked him, I felt bad for him. No one should have their account hacked. I was happy to see Shadows was taken care of, and he was, you know, he had all this stuff back. I was happy as ever, like, Shadows was okay. He's still a part of the community, so I hate seeing something bad happen to someone in general. Which the Gears of War community in the past 2 months has been on fire. You know, Shadows getting his account stolen was, like, the least of the things in the news. But it was still sad. But, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of... you know, a reaction that's not even a reaction. Here's the thing. I could literally just take his video he made of that and replay it now. The only difference is that I am just reacting without saying anything to his video of him saying 3 things and then not even reacting to another video. I would be reacting to a video inside a video. That's literally all I would be doing. Yeah, no ill will. Exactly. I wish no ill will. I don't hate Shadows. I just don't enjoy his type of content. And the reason I brought that up, I think you were here at the beginning, Banks, I think so. Sorry, my brain's just rolling out at 50 things a minute. Is Bro, the drama today is crazy. It is so nuts, Binks. The fact that this stuff exists for a video game community that's not as large as like Fortnite or something is nuts. If this happened in the Fortnite community, people would be completely losing their marbles. Like, it's that big of a problem. But because we're a smaller community, well, not even smaller, but because we're not on that level, it's just like, oh, that sucks. It's like, no, this is still a big problem. You know, we have people who are pretty much blackmailing other people. That's one of the stories that happen. We have people abusing their power as a therapist against others. That's another thing. We have people that are coming forward against people who have done horrible things to one another. We have people getting, like, the largest Gears, like, YouTuber got his account stolen. This has happened within, like, a month and a half. Like, come on. I have full respect for the guy. There would be riots. Exactly. Like, our community is currently now and then having major, like, skyscraper level fires. But compared to, like, the Call of Duty community, it's just like, oh, someone left a lit cigarette on the ground. Like, do you understand what's going on here, people? Like, do I have to be the crazy, like, hobo with, like, the end is nigh sign on ringing the bell? Like, our community's on fire. Why is no one doing anything? Coalition, are you going to address, like, again, and it's not Coalition's fault, but Coalition, are you at least going to say, like, our deepest sympathies to so-and-so for this horrible thing that has happened in the Gears community? Like, come on. At least show you're in tune with what we're doing. Yeah, you released Hive Busters. That's great. But aren't you going to check in on the little guys? Come on. But rounding it all back, I guess we're not going to play Habbo Hotel tonight. We'll do it on the next stream. Rounding it all back, it's just like, I think that's why I prefer Abs, because Abs cares about the community. He cares about other people. If he's gotten pretty popular in the gear scene, that's the thing. He still cares about the little, he cares. His Discord, he answers Discords. He's a really nice dude. Well, if it happened in the Fortnite community, I would have got shot down faster than the Gears community. Let it happen and doesn't do it. Exactly. It's like the I'm fine meme. There's new drama today. What is happening now, Bings? What is going on? What has happened what happened to just, let's all get on and play some Gears of War? What happened to that, man? I feel like I'm having an existential crisis. Like, what the, and Binks, you don't have to tell me actually what's going on. Like, you know, you can tell me in DMs or anything, but like, I worked in, okay, so before I got my current job, which still I'm not going to disclose what that is just because I don't want work in this mixing, I worked in healthcare. I worked as a CNA, and this will be a quick story before we get to the end of things. I'm sure I'll talk for another 3 minutes after, but I worked in healthcare, all right? Mom picked me up, I'm scared. Hawk, that's literally what this is, yes. That's like everyone outside the drama, like, just pick me up. There's two technically. Binks, I don't know what's I'll tell you in DM. Thank you. And I won't say it out loud just in case. That'll be another conversation for the future. I'm not going to be like, you know, here's the news. Nothing like that. But I am interested now, Binks. Binks is my source of news, and I'm very happy about that. But, yeah, what was I saying? It was like, I just lost my entire train of thought. But, the I'm fine meme, there's new drama. But, like, yeah, I completely lost what I was talking about. Ain't that grand? Oh yeah, when I worked in healthcare, that's right. So when I worked in healthcare, I worked in a retirement home. I worked with the elderly, I worked as a cook, and then I worked as a CNA. So I worked helping the elderly. And there was constant drama between nurses, CNAs, people who assisted, all of this different stuff, residents. And when I worked in the kitchens, the biggest drama you'd ever seen in your life. And the thing that was constantly brought up, and I fully agree with, and I don't know how it ended up like this, it shouldn't be this difficult. There shouldn't be any drama. This is a very simple, like, concept. We all play Gears of War. We like Gears of War. Say what you want about the Coalition and what's going on now and then with game releases. Everything is still, we're playing video games. We're all friends here. Why the hell do we have people blackmailing people getting accounts that are stolen, people who are just ripping off of other people's accounts and streams just for their own views and not sticking to what they know best? What's the what's going on? Like, honestly, like, what the heck happened to, like, just simple things? Like, I have, and not to bring numbers into anything, I have, like, almost 400 subs, which thank y'all, by the way. I love y'all to death for this every single day of my life. You know, I don't have a large, like, following, community, fan base, any of that. My family ain't that big. But we still at least all understand, almost 4 of us understand, be good people. Don't be a-holes. Oh, hey, you know, there's something I don't agree with in your video. You know, that's fine. It's not my view, but that's okay. It's not, well, this guy's an idiot. This guy's a dumbass. Look at him. Look at this guy thinking that he's smart over here. Do we know anything about Gear 6, by the way? You know, that should be added into the list of things going on in the Gears community right now. As far as I'm aware, we know jack diddly. We know nothing. And I don't really blame them for that. I mean, after 6, I think they should take their time making after 5, they should take their time on 6. I think they have a lot of things they have to chew around. A lot of the old crew from Gears is gone. A lot of people who have stepped up, it seems they know what they're doing. For instance, Hivebusters was pretty much done by like the new school Gears team, and that was very good. So I think you could probably... I have faith that 6 will be better than 5. I know that's a controversial topic, but I think they will be better. How better? I don't know. Even if it's 1 point better, I think it'll be better. But they have a lot to think about. They can take their sweet time on it, and they can take all the time in the world. They want to fix what happened at the end of 5? Take all the time you want. They want to make a coherent story with a nice ending? Take all the time you want. They want to sort out the mess involving Cade in general? Take all the time you want. As far as I'm concerned, 6 could come out in 2025 or 2026. I would be okay with that. Because if they're fixing it, I'm okay with that. I'm more interested to see if they'll allow Gears Tactics 2. That's what I'm interested for. I would love that. Gears 6 apparently coming out 2024, 2025. Okay, so they are coming out relatively soon. I'm guessing the showcase coming up this summer is probably going to mention... It's going to mention 6 in it. It's probably going to do it. It was leaked, apparently. Oh, for the release. So, sent you Drama 1. Okay. Binks, I'm probably not going to read the drama just to be safe, but I do want to see this, and you'll probably see me blow a gasket again. Speaking of which, I need to reply to Stick. To Daz. I was talking to him. Okay. Let me read this quick, just to be... I won't say anything out loud, but I'm going to read it. They could blow up the planet, and I will be fine with it. Hawks, honestly, the planet's basically dead. Like, look at everything going on. Yeah, you have, like, good weather here and there, like on Azura. Everything else is pretty much dead. Like, everything's gone bad. I won't lie to you. Honestly, yeah. Let the planet blow up. Let them find a way to get to one of the moons. I think that'll be fine. Let them find a way to get to the moon. All right, I'm going to read this quick. I won't read it out loud, though. Okay. Oh. Okay, so I'm just going to look up this individual quick just to see who he is. Because I think I know who this person is. Not personally, but like... Oh crap, it would help me if I remembered how to spell the name. Okay, I got it. Okay, let's put this in correctly now. Alrighty. Okay. Okay. Alrighty, so let's... Again, I'm just scrolling. I'm not going to do anything stupid. Alright, so... Oh, what do we... Okay, so... I gotta take a look at one more thing of this profile quick. Okay, first off, not the largest fan of this... Okay, so the thumbnail is actually not too bad. I'm not the largest fan of how people run their Twitters also now. And I'm making it sound like I'm such a negative person. But it just seems like this individual is wanting to throw some fire around and doesn't really care who they hit with it. So... Not the biggest fan. Someone's wanting to make waves just for funsies. Not a fan of that at all. Alright. Wow, this is a very negative person. What the... Whoa! I'm glad I didn't put anything up on here, because I would have been kicked off real quick. Just clean. Yeah, Binks, I agree. So I'm looking through some of the messages. This guy is... Oh, jeez, what's this? Again, I'm not going to read these out loud just in case, but I do... Oh, my goodness. Okay. What is this? Okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. Last thing I'm going to look up quick. And then we'll get back to this and finish up the stream, okay? Oh, don't tell me this is who I think it is. Please tell me. Oh, no. No, 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 no. This fellow? Oh. Oh, no, 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 no. Binksy, like I said, I'm not going to say the third drama out loud. You're kidding me. Him? Again, Captain, I'm not trying to leave you out of the loop on this one. I'm not. But I don't want to be saying out loud drama because this is a nice place. This is a friendly base. We're not here to, throw poopy at each other. My dog's already throwing up poopy. We don't need to be throwing more into the pile. I swear. But why? Why is he fighting with everyone? This fellow seems like a nice gent. Why? Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. And again, I'm not going to say things out loud. I don't have Twitter. Captain, you're completely fine. Honestly, that's a good thing if you don't have Twitter. From someone who updates Twitter and works with my channel stuff on Twitter, don't get Twitter. I promise you. You're okay without it. It is a... Binks can probably say it best. Twitter is a complete dumpster fire that no one wants to be a part of. We're all just there because we need to get the word out on things. Bro, you haven't seen the last 3 weeks with the third drama. See, here's the thing. I saw some stuff now and then throughout the weeks. I thought it was like a reason for it. Like, okay, obviously he must be in an argument. He got caught up in Twitter arguments or something. Bro, he's mental. Really? Really? I know that, like... people can get heated. I didn't know that this gent was like didn't know that. And I'm not trying to like narrow down who it is, but like I follow this dude. He seems like he's been a chill dude. Like the other two I don't have anything to do with, but this fellow is Twitter is cancer. Stay away, bro. Bing said it best. Twitter is just cancer. Hawk, if you ever get Twitter, I wish you the best. No, it's bad. Really? Really? Here I was ready to play like a random game from my childhood, but then we have this. This is nuts. Am I like, he's horrible. Has he always been? Or is this just like a recent thing in the past like month? That's sad. He seems like such a nice fellow when I talk to him now and then. Like he seems pretty chill. Like, I've talked to him before, and he seems nice, but again, like, you can put on a face and a smile anytime you want. Again, I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt and see what's going on, but also, Binks, you've never led me wrong with news like this. Like, you're my trusted source, Binks. I'll tell you more about third drama. Yeah, like, go ahead and send me whatever you want, man. This is nuts. I am already overtime. I gotta call it here. We've already gone on a long ways. I need to end this stream. I gotta check in on the doggy and the lady. So, we're going to end it here. Binks, apparently he's been... That's so horrible. Apparently he's been horrible. That's horrible, man. Obviously, but that's sad to hear. Like, you think of a character or a person being an upstanding individual, and then you just learn, like, they're just bad. Like, here's the thing, Binks. Like, I'd like to think I know you... Obviously not your personal life that well, but, like, we're friends here and there. We've seen things. I think, you're a stand-up person by what I've seen. I was thinking about getting Twitter just to keep up to date on the Gears community, but if that's too much drama, no thanks. Honestly, Hawks, that's a really good call. Like, it is very good on Twitter. You can get a lot of news very quickly, but it doesn't mean, like, you're not going to get news ever anywhere else. Like, things you find on Twitter are going to end up everywhere. Like, you'll find it outside of Twitter. I would say, if you very much do want to get Twitter, I could easily give you a list of people to follow in the Gears community that are very good people. Like, Binks is a very nice gentleman. Like, you know, nothing against you, Binks. You know, some crazy ladies. I've known some crazy ladies in my life, too. Like, you and me have been there. We've been through the hard stuff. Be careful about what flies in now and then with some crazy ladies, Hawk, by the way. Like, we've been there. I prefer to sit, thank you, LMAO. But yeah, Binks is a very upstanding dude. If you ever want to follow Binks, if you got on, Binks is a great fellow indeed. Stick Dastardly, great person to follow too. He's a great guy. Abs is obviously great. Who are some other ones? The Unify Boys, Swug and Blood, great fellows. Claire, Baryonyx Huntress, she's great. I enjoy Claire. Yeah, these are also, they're like my personal friends. Claneros Inc., great individual, love him. I'm forgetting people, but there's so many that are great. Oh, Cherry Quench, which, by what I've seen, I think he's going to be making his reappearance in the community very soon. Cherry Quench, great dude. Don't follow me. I like not safe for... To be fair, Binks, I've seen some not safe for work things on yours. You dirty devil, you sassy Susan. I like not safe for work things too, but, you know. I try and keep it professional since it's the channel page. If it was just my personal one, I'd be like, let's see some dirty stuff. You know, do I like some lewd things now and then? Of course, I'll post it if it's a very nice artistic thing. But I'm not gonna be posting like, here's the latest video from Whitney, Wisconsin, pulled from ThoughtHug.com or whatever. You know, I'm not gonna be pulling that on you. But I have to end this. I have to. I'm gone over time by a lot. I have to end it. I love you guys to death. I want to thank Binks for being here, and Hawk, always great having you guys here. Binks, thank you for the news. Hawk, thank you for bringing in a few more points for the Tournament of Power. Not safe for work is fine, LOL. That's what I like about you, Hawks. Always down. Down bad, lads. At least I know where the community's head is at least for some of our members. At least I know where the headspace is at. You know? We can post it in our own for the community. We'll keep it clean, but come to our personal places. I'll show you the back room where we keep all the good stuff, where we keep all the good DVDs. Anyway, thank you guys. I love you both to death. And anyone else who watches later on, I keep all these streams, like I said. Never hurts to subscribe. Thank you all for watching in general. Love you to death. W Streamer. Binks, you are the W Streamer. By the way, I need to catch up on the rest of your Souls ones that you put up. I am very far behind. I've been busy, but I'm going to catch up. And yeah, I'll keep in touch and see what the plan's going to be for the finals for the Tournament of Power. We will get to Habbo Hotel next week. Crazy stories I can tell you about that. But for now, thank you guys. I'm just going to end it here because got to get back to the puppers. Love you both to death. Thank you both. And thank everyone who's watching in general. I will see you guys later on. And there we go. That's the close right there. Hearts to you too, Binks. Hearts to you too, Hawk. See you guys later. See ya.